Hello, good people of YouTube, Mountbatten here, and today, before we get going to today's video, actually, two things. First off, if I sound strange, it's because I am probably actually dying. It is winter in my neck of the woods, which brings us rapid temperature changes. Literally yesterday it was a nice balmy 86 degrees and humid. Today it's a nice chilly 40 degrees, so my sinuses are in the act of, well, killing me. So if I sound just congested and maybe my voice is a little bit off, that is why. So I do apologize for that, but there's nothing I can do about that besides take the freaking 6 cold in and allergy medicines that I'm already taking. But anyway, this weekend I went on the Salt, Ships, and Scuttlebutt podcast hosted by Griefer from SCCC. He is a CC and a streamer from the land down under, Australia. And on Griefer's podcast, the topic came up about there potentially being a short list this year in the Santa containers. I'll play the clip here for you if you want to listen to the whole podcast, which I really strongly recommend you do. We had a very good conversation about the current state of the game, the current patch, and such. I will link to it in the description down below. But anyway, take a listen to this clip.
Are you happy with now the published drop rates of all the containers and what they've been doing as a company for that? And just also, second question, have you found that every single person is getting the Tier 6 Gallant equivalent of the Juria as one of their boats this year? It's this year's Makarov, it seems.
Ooh, I haven't heard of that yet. I got it, but I just figured it because it was one of like the 6 ships I don't have that's on the list. So apparently just about everyone who has bought these Santa containers so far has received the Tier 6 Pan American Destroyer, the Waura. I don't think I'm saying that right. I don't think I could say that right if I wasn't congested. So from here on out, we're just going to refer to it as the Brazilian Gallant because that is literally what it is. So, is there a short list this year? But first off, for those that don't know, what is a short list and why would this be a major deal? Well, a short list system essentially means that there's a smaller list of items, in this case premium ships, that must be received first before the system will pick another premium ship from the big list. This system had been used in the past by Wargaming in just about every Santa container event. In fact, you can check this out for yourself on the Warships website. Many of the older Santa container articles are still up for you to view. So essentially, you must possess a certain set of ships before you can actually have a chance at getting a ship from the big list. The ships on the short list were usually low to mid-tier premiums that players often just didn't pick up during the year due to their lackluster performance or traits. Which means that when you did get a ship, it was going to be one of these lackluster ships, and you had to keep buying these Santa containers until you had this short list complete. Then you can have a crack at the good stuff. And these short lists were normally about, depending upon the year, they could be as short as 2 or as big as the one from last year, which was about 4 to 5 ships. And as crappy as this sounds, Wargaming was at least open about it until they weren't. In the 2020 Santa Container event, they did not mention any shortlist in the update article, which then led to outrage when everyone and their cousin Jeb received Makarovs as their first premium out of their Santa containers last year. I even tested this live on stream between my main account and one of my alt accounts. It was hilariously obvious. A ship! What is it? What is it? Oh my god! Oh my god! It's a Makarov! Oh. Okay. Alright, so welcome to my alternate account. Look, I have nothing on this account. This account I have Turpus though. Naturally, you know, the account with like 5 battles in it has Turpus. So I made this account back in the day when we were setting up the different T-Soft clans. This account was supposed to be the T2 SealordMountbatten account, and I played like 5 battles in it, bought the Turpits as a premium ship on this account just to grind with, but I didn't do much more. As you can see, I haven't even gotten free XP on this just yet. So, first account. You can see that. I have 105 ships on this account. I have 1 premium ship on this account. Let's go again, ladies and gentlemen. I guess. Thank you for the bits, good cop. Is it? Oh! Oh my god! I also received the other shortlist ships like Vanguard, California, and Agal on my alternate account. So fast forward to this year. Due to the outrage from last year and the kerfuffle we had in August over the CC walkout and the White Mouse and the aggressive monetization, increased gambling, and so forth and so on. It's 2021 now. Drop rates for the Santa containers have been published in full. Wargaming has stated there is no shortlist, yet everywhere. I even received one on stream this year when I opened up 40 of the mega containers on my main account. Freaking special flag. There's a ship. Let's see what this one is. The other tier 6 ship I didn't know that I didn't have. Waria, what the heck is this thing? When did this come out? Wow. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what that is. I didn't think much of it, as it was one of the about 15 or so premium ships that I do not have on my main account, and one of the roughly, I believe, 9 or 10 ships that were actually on the big list this year for my account to actually receive. The other 6 ships that I don't have been removed, and thus far have not been reintroduced via the Santa containers. Ships such as the Julius Caesar, the tier 5 broken Italian battleship. Since reviewing premium ships as part of my channel, of course, means that over the course of the year, I pick up just about every premium ship that is released during this year. And this is just one that I missed. The other 8 ships I received were also fairly predictable due to this. And these were ships like the Hayate and the Benham, event ships or resource ships that I just hadn't gotten around to getting yet. The Marceau is also one of these as well. But there's a fairly easy way to test this. My alt account, yet again, the hero of last year. So, I will throw up the footage on screen, and here we go. I purchased another 20 mega containers and went to opening them on my alt account, and no Brazilian gallant at all. Yet I did receive the Duke of York, the PEF, and the Krispy Kreme, which given the published chances makes sense. You have a 16% chance in the Mega Santa containers to receive a premium, and of that 16%, 12% is going to be a tier 5 to tier 7 premium ship. This account had 4 premiums on it at the start, so the system had plenty of ships to pick from. And I received an even spread of tier 5 to tier 7 ships. The Krispy Kreme was the tier 5, the PEF was the tier 6, and the Duke of York was the tier 7. So if there was truly a short list and Wara was on it, I should have received her here. So, why are so many players getting Wara this year? Truthfully, she really isn't that popular. On my stream, on the clip that you should have watched, I was completely perplexed as to what this ship even was. And she's just a gallant clone, introduced in Update 10.1. That not many players picked up, except for Brazilian and other South American players, which is cool. It's always cool when your nation has a ship introduced into the game. So naturally, since she is in the 12% chance of that tier 5 to tier 7 bracket, you are likely to get her, or any other tier 5 to tier 7 premium if you don't already have them, and that seems to be the case so far. If there really was a short list, it would be painfully obvious, just like with the Makarov Fest we had last year. Within, I believe, 4 hours of the 2020 Santa Container event going live, we already knew what was going on, because literally everybody from across all regions of the player base were receiving Makarovs in their Santa containers. It's hard to hide a short list, especially when you throw ships like the Makarov that many players simply just didn't have in it. And since we have the published rates this year, we can at least go, okay, you have a 12% chance of getting a tier 5 to tier 7 premium ship, and we have a 3% chance of getting a tier 8 to tier 9, and a 1% chance of getting a tier 10. So, yep, makes sense that we're all getting a bunch of tier 6 premium ships until we either run out or get lucky and then start to get tier 9 and tier 10 ones. So at least we can go and look at that and verify it like we did here and say, yep, that makes sense. And this event's very good about that. And in general, this is what good transparency does for the game, for the player base. We can see what's going on behind the scenes and make sure no funny business is up. In addition to that, too, just this year, it seems that the odds of getting shipped seem to be consistent with the published rates, and many a player do seem to be getting a fair deal out of these Santa containers. Now, am I doing this to say go buy Santa containers? No. It's completely up to you what you do with your money. If you want to spend $2,000 on the Santa container event like some players will, go ahead. It's your money. If you want to spend $0 because you don't like gambling and you don't like loot boxes at all, please be my guest. Do so. It's your money. Do what you want with it. I just want to talk about this because there's an interesting topic that came up during the podcast with Griefer, and something that I could pretty easily test on my alternate account. Like I said, if it was a short list thing like last year, it would be fairly obvious what was going on, and thankfully it is not, and things seem to be lining up with what they have told us so far. So we're getting a good job on that so far. So all does seem to be well. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you guys think about this in the comments down below. Also, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 35,000 subs. Just passed 31,300 a few days ago, and I cannot thank you guys enough for that. Hope you're all having a wonderful Monday. Have a wonderful week. I hope to catch you guys in the next one.